Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullah. Euzu billahi mineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi şrah li sadri ve yessir li emri vahlul ukdeten min lisani yefkahu kavli ve ceal li veziran min ehli Harun ahi iştü bihi ezri ve eşrikü fi emri key nusebbihake kethira ve nezkurake kethira inneke kunte bina basira. It is recorded just ve sallallahu ala Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve ashabihi ve etbahi ve sellim. Rabbena gfir lena verhamna ve ente hayrul rahimin. Amin. Velhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Amin. We have been studying the section Layl from the Quran, 92nd section of the Quran, and we studied the verses in general, 8, 9, and 10. And just I will read the verse, although we started discussing the details of these verses. There is the one who is miserly, thinks himself self-sufficient, who denies the truth of the ultimate beauty. We will facilitate for him the way of hardship, denying ones. We studied those people who confirm the ultimate beauty. They were the previous verses. Now this group of verses, 3 verses here, talking about the negative side, denying. We studied what does self-sufficient mean, what does being miserly mean, and we talked about somehow denies the truth of the ultimate beauty. When we discussed in the screen number 1, 2, as far as self-sufficiency, declaration of self-sufficiency is concerned, we discussed this. We said we will continue from the item 3 on the screen, which is when the Quran talks about denying ultimate beauty. You are seeing in the picture, in the screen. Ultimate beauty. What could that mean? Ultimate beauty, denying the ultimate beauty. We touched upon it last week, if you remember a little bit. But are we saying the word is ugly? Or is it something deeper? Now, when denying the ultimate beauty, are we saying this something is ugly in the creation, or some ugly things are destacable things are happening in the world? Does the Quran say this? Talk about this ultimate beauty, denying ultimate beauty, or what are we expecting from the Quran to talk about? In principle, Quran speaks to human beings according to human capacity, at their level, according to their perception of the world, gives examples as we perceive them. And Quran doesn't give information about something that we can find out by ourselves, by investigating the creation. That is what the most very important principle of the Quran. People most of the time miss this point, expect the Quran to explain how the sky is made or how the tree grows. Example, how the baby grows in the mother's womb. No, you can investigate it, learn it. It is not the purpose of the Quran. The purpose of the Quran is to prepare our spirit for its satisfaction eternally. What do we need? We need to know whatever is happening in this world, we need to know why is it happening in this world. What is the purpose? For example, somebody may be hungry, eating something. So, this person doesn't need that you are hungry, you must eat something. No, 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 we can know. That's how you are created. But the Quran says, eat, kulu, washrabu, drink. But we are obeying the Quran's command now. Somebody. All right. So it's a friendly way of. Well,
I broke my fast just now.
that's excellent, excellent. I'm not saying blaming anyone. It's quite normal. I mean, we are human beings, and you are obeying God's order. So, but the Quran says that eat and drink. What's the point? I know. Why do I need God to tell me that I should drink, I should eat? Do you need it? Do you need it? Do you need God to tell you that you should eat? No. Why does it say that? For example, so we should understand that the purpose of the Quran, talking about our uh, our normal behavior, one, and also other one, the purpose of the existence, the things are, for example, purpose of the existence of creating human beings with hunger and creating food out there and creating human beings to with the need to get the food. What is the purpose? Why do we do that? Especially, He creates us. We are created as we are, gave us life, beautiful, let us grow. And what happens after certain years? My body, my existence starts deteriorating. Why are you doing this bad joke to me? And at the end, I die. What's the point? I wonder. Quran gives answer to this question. So denying the beauty doesn't mean that there are some things in the trash can, for example, it doesn't look beautiful, does it? So somebody says the universe is full of dirt. No, the universe is perfect. But Quran must mean something else. What is this? Especially the purpose of existence, the way it is created, and why it is created the way it is created, gives explanations so that I will know the purpose of existence of the universe, purpose of existence, my existence. That is how I am connected with the message of the Quran. So I have to say here, denying the ultimate beauty or beauty, I mean, the beauty in the existence of the things, the way they are created, the way they are created. What is the beauty in the way the things are created? Give us an example. Why, if you like, go ahead. No, in the way, although you are just new, now I'm just welcoming you. So, so the way the things are coming into existence. How come? How come the things come into existence? We have to see that, for example, in order to make something, you must have the quality, talent to do it. Mm-hmm. That is what we do, right? So if you don't know how to do something, you cannot do it. No, if you don't know, if you don't have the knowledge of something, you cannot talk about it. So if the things exist, for example, if a thing, this machine exists, the one who made the machine must be able to make it so that he must have this quality, knowledge-wise quality, experience-wise quality, talent-wise quality, power-wise quality, and also intelligence to think why is he making this, what purpose he is aiming at, and how is he going to benefit from it if he is after benefit? Most of the people are do something, so they wait something in return. It is very human. So how about this creation? Do you think the one who made this must have these qualities? Which kind of quality does the thing a thing need to come into existence? Which kind of quality does a bird to come into existence? The one who made it, do you think he must know the bodily structure of the bird and arrange it and also design it in perfect balance, beautiful, decorated, and give the quality in its existence so that he can survive, it can take care of their baby, so the generations will continue, will be created more. And a bird, it can sing, it will communicate with its peers. All these qualities are expected from the Creator. And the Quran says, these qualities are perfect qualities of their Creator. If someone denies this ultimately perfect, beautiful, purposeful quality, this ultimate beauty, in fact, is the literal translation, husna. But in fact, if you really think about it, it's the perfect qualities manifested in the creation. But the husna is the word, literal meaning is beauty. But the ultimate beauty, perfect beauty. Of course, this is described as human beings speak, you made it beautiful. Not necessarily that you decorated it, but perfect, made it perfect. It means, excuse me. It means made it perfect. So qualities of perfection. In fact, this husna meaning is, if you want to write down, qualities of perfection. Whoever denies the truth of the qualities of perfection belonging to the creator of the things, then he is doomed. It means he lost. That is what the Quran says. We will facilitate for him the way of hardship. So I think when you read the Quran with this understanding like this, yeah, we say, yes, I have to be very careful. So, for example, if you say, let's say, I don't know whether you made it, you bought it, whatever, the food. Now, let's say you know somebody that Jane made it. You say, Jane is a very excellent cook. What did you do? You accepted the quality of Jane. All right. So Jane hears it. Do you think she will be pleased? If you deny it, do you think she will be still pleased? If you deny it, no. It is very human. So denying the reality, but the food is bad, or you can say bad. But if the food is perfect, you can say, no, it happened to be like this. Jane is here. And I found it. Developed, randomly happened. Improved itself. Jane is there. What do you think the Jane will say to you? I'm not going to give you any more. All right. Let it develop by itself next time. Bye-bye. I'm going. You understand? That's what the Quran says. I am going to facilitate for him the way of hardship. It means you will go and you will not find food. Jane is not going to give you food.
Mm.
Do you understand? So your life will be meaningless.
Mm.
Because everything, this person who denied it reduces the existence of everything to meaninglessness, happened by itself, accidental. Okay, your life will be accidental. And you will topple down in the grave one day accidentally. For what? No, I don't know. That's how it is. Meaningless.
Mm.
So the Quran beautifully says, we will facilitate for him the way of hardship. It means if you choose this way, you will see your reality in this way, denying the perfect qualities, the qualities of perfection of the Creator. So you will have a meaningless life. Did you get it? Now you geared into the subject now. Now, if I'll ask the question next time. So, but very hard question. No, don't worry. In order to understand the Quran, you just need to know the principles, how to read the Quran. Principles. Who is speaking? Why is he speaking? To whom he is speaking? Yeah. To say that as what he is speaking, in which authority he is speaking. The Quran says, I am the creator of the universe, or the speech of the creator of the universe. Can the creator of the universe say, I am saying, if someone denies the reality of this universe, which is based on perfect qualities of perfection of its creator, he will have a meaningless, miserable, purposeless life. Is it correct? Do we experience that? Think about it. If you deny the creator and start to live in this world accordingly, whatever you do, you will say, I'm going to die and it's meaningless. No pleasure. A temporary pleasure, but somebody says, how old are you? No, it is not in our culture. You cannot ask a person, how old are you, how much money you make. No, don't ask me. Why? Demoralizing. Why? Why? Because it reminds that I'm getting older and older every day. It means approaching to the end of journey. It means pointless. Living in your world, pointless. You are going to disappear. Why do you bother? Nowadays, people study until the age of 35 in order to become a professional medical practitioner. What is left? Another 20 years. Finish. Leave to prepare myself for the future, 35 years, and practice it 30 years, and then finish. Pointless. Retired. No one listens to you. I am the great professor. No one listens to you after 30 years. Mm. No one. And your grandchildren starts playing with you. So pointless. This is true, isn't it? This tells the truth. Can you confirm this sentence? Can you confirm the content of this sentence? Ask yourself. If you say, yeah, this states the reality, that is how the Quran says, believe in the book. If you cannot confirm this, whatever you respect the Musaf, the book up there, can you confirm it? This is the point, isn't it? That is what we are trying to find out if it is confirmable or not. So I think I've done with the item 3. Shall we move to 4? Now, if you focus only on what you think is bad by taking for granted the good things you like and not thinking how they came into existence, Now think about now. I am a Muslim. Ramadan is approaching, getting closer. So good days are coming. I am afraid that oh, after something, 20, 50 years later, people will think that Islam is the religion of Ramazan. Do you think that this tendency, a little bit in the community life? Now, we have to watch out. We have to watch out. We have to watch out. Something's interesting going on in the world. So, forget about this being Muslim, good intention, everything, forget about it. And just think that something bad happened you didn't like, right? Maybe you heard a bad news from one of your family life is trouble, health-wise trouble, financial trouble, and you heard that there is a war going on. It must be, because the weapons are produced, they must be consumed. Huh? So there must be a war somewhere. Otherwise, weapon industry collapses. We have to know the tricks, what's going on in the world. So there will be something in trouble, either here or there, in Yemen or somewhere, wherever. There will be. And focus on it only. Listen to the news and focus on it only. On the news. Of course, all bad events are on news, aren't they? No, simple example. No one says today, this morning at 6:10, sun rose, beautiful sky. Here is the picture. Have you seen any news like this? But if something happens, yeah, on the other side of the world, you never know. Even there's something happens in the world in a country, that small country, you haven't not heard the name of it, and there is an earthquake there, flash news. In somewhere there is an earthquake, but the rest of the world is comfortable. Everybody is living comfortably, enjoying their life. Is there any news there? No. That is what the item 4 is drawing our attention to. If we have this understanding, how do you feel about your existence, the world? Concentrate on the bad things, not the creation of the good things, which are majority of the place, majority of the time we are experiencing good creation. Very exceptionally and occasionally and most temporarily happening bad thing. Right? And these bad things, according to our perception, by the way, in reality, in their existence, whether good or bad, depends on your interpretation of it. Without the existential side of it, paying attention to the existential side of it, and thinking only about bad events and putting yourself in the trouble, not thinking about the rest of the 6 billion people are entertaining their life. Only 100,000 people are somehow in trouble. What happens? Your world becomes horrible, isn't it? Your life becomes, and God's, the Quran, this verse is saying us, reminding us, pay attention to the existence side of everything. Who is doing it? In order to create earthquake, for example, can you create an earthquake? Now I can ask this, the most difficult question. Can you create an earthquake? No, poor guy, you cannot do anything like me. So, no. Who can do it? How the earthquake is happening? Within an order, isn't it? There is an order. Nothing accidentally happens in this world. So this order needs to be arranged according to the way the globe of Earth is created, and the globe of Earth needs to be arranged according to the solar system. The solar system needs to be arranged according to the whatever the galaxy it belongs to. And the galaxy must be arranged according to the other galaxies' relationship with each other. And the whole universe. The one who is creating the whole universe is creating this. Think about it. Rather than being disappointed and seeing the word black, the one who is creating this universe is creating the earthquake. The rest of the universe is perfectly arranged, and this is deliberately created because not accidental. Earthquake never happens accidentally. Nothing is created accidentally. So what can be the purpose in its existence in this way? Think about the creator's side and understand that he must mean something. He must be teaching me something because we are used to seeing the word comfortable, perfect. It is like this. This is natural, isn't it? One day, out of 50 years, for 5 seconds, only, I don't know, a millionth part of the world shakes. 5 seconds. This is not guaranteed. But they told us that natural laws don't change. What happened? No, it is happening. But no, you understand the purpose in its existence. There must be a purpose. There must be a purpose. If people denies the purpose in the existence, their life will be horrible. That's what the Quran is saying. We will facilitate for him the way of hardship. It means they will never, ever enjoy their life. Never. That's what I got about the item 4. Now, 5. I'll go, I think the case is clear now. Uh, what are we expected to do when something happens to us that we don't like? Let's be practical now. Yeah, I know. I was created perfectly. As a baby, I grew. My parents took care of it. I didn't pay anything to them. Yeah. Everything is taken care of. I found myself in a beautiful world. Excellent, 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 excellent. And you started feeling something here. And somebody said, go and see a doctor. And doctor said, you have a disease. No, it may last a little bit longer. You heard the news and your mind is blocked. Nothing can remind you anything in this world but this disease in your heart that there's a problem. Right or wrong? That's our reality. Now, what do you think? We don't like it at all. So, that we don't like. So, what are we expected to do in this case? Are we going to ignore our disease and say, everything is perfect, never mind? No, we are giving the sense to take care of this disease. So I have to go and take care of my need. While I'm taking care of my need, what I have to do, this feeling, I think this is something interesting and maybe new. Look, the one who created me gave me the sense, take care of this disease and go and do something in order to find a way to cure it. And look, as a believer, it's perfect. This is the order from my creator. This is the order from my creator that I have to take care of this disease. Why? Because he gave me this sense. The one who created me, I didn't produce this sense. I found myself with this sense to take care of my need. which I need cure for my disease, for my illness, whatever it is, problem. So keep in mind, as a believer, look, it's perfect life. My creator ordered me to go and have a consultation with a professional doctor. I am obeying his order. Calm, calm down, no panic. Well, I have to do it because my creator ordered me. The way I am created is an order, isn't it? You have to obey. So that's what I'm doing. But I may go to the doctor by complaining, murmuring within myself, saying that why do I have this? Why only me? This kind of questions. Rather than this, I am obeying the order of my creator. Going a doctor, and while doing that, why am I created in this way? Why am I giving this? Because he is the one who created me. Apparently, since he gave me the sense to take care of it and also gave it. That is the mystery of creation. Then he said you shouldn't like death, but he creates death. I have to say, this is not an accident. What is the point? That is called look for wisdom in the creation of the things that we like, in the creation of the things that as well we don't like. So why does he give it to me? When you think about it, you say, oh God, how old I am? Usually these kind of things happen at the age of 45. Yeah. Once comes and reminds and goes. So you have a heart problem, a sign of it came there. I never thought that this was a so precious present to me. Even I didn't think that I have a heart. And this heart is functioning in this way, doing this enormous, innumerable benefits to my healthy life. I never thought and thanked God. Huh? This is what amazing I find it, although it's not good to mention while you are eating. When you go to the restroom and came out, ask yourself, don't speak out. We don't wonder what's going on in your mind. And have you ever thought that what a perfect, wonderful, wonderful way of creation? I saw out everything. I don't know what's it. Hmm? Have you ever thanked God because He created you, created for you be able the ability to swallow? There are some people find difficult to swallow. Ask them. Ask them. There are some people, some glands or something doesn't produce saliva. Although we don't like saliva. But ask them how precious it is, how important it is. Who is doing it? Who created it? Oh my God. And then you start studying anatomy. You found out thousands of perfect signs of creation. Oh, I am never thanked for anything. I never acknowledged all of them. Just one event, temporary event, shakes you, makes you come to your sense and acknowledge that, oh, my creator, I am guilty. I declare guilty by myself. Why? I never thanked for you that what's happening in my material being, bodily being, let alone my spiritual being. Let alone my spiritual being. I never did that. So when something bad happens in our life that we don't like, we have to think of the purpose in its creation, rather than criticizing it. Rather than criticizing it. That is the point. Mostly we criticize. And it is a just, if you like, wake-up call. And especially the last one about this, especially the wake-up call, death. You cannot forget about it. So anytime you know that I'm going to die, yeah, oh, it is. So we don't want to mention it. So, but the creation of death is so beautiful, so perfect that this is the ultimate, if you like, ultimate reminder about our reality that we have to take care of our life and try to find out the purpose of our existence. Shall we move to the next verse, or would you like to make more comment, question, concern about it? All right, I'm moving. Anyone from Zoom? If not, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, the following verse, 11, section A, verse 11. وَمَا يُغْنِي عَنْهُ مَالُهُ إِذَا تَرَدَّى. His wealth will not help him the least when he falls dead. It means really thrown into, well, go now, back out of your body, you will remain a spirit alone. So his wealth will not help him. No. What does the Quran, or how does the Quran define wealth, plural amwal? You must have heard many times in the Quran, amwal ve benun, amwal ve awlad. No. So what does this amwal, properties? So what does the Quran refer to when it says amwal, or property, let's say, as it is translated, wealth? What is your wealth?
Kind of indirectly answering your question. Actually, like, there's a verse in the Quran, I think in Surah Al-Baqarah, that ties this question in like the last section on death really well.
So what is wealth?
Wealth is earthly possession, property,
Earthly possession.
well.
Yeah. For example.
But I was just gonna say it's kind of like indirectly answering your question, but like when someone dies, we say inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un.
So what,
right?
the wealth?
Mm-hmm.
What is the wealth?
Oh, sorry. The wealth is just like money.
Money, yeah.
Yeah, money.
What else?
Property, anything else.
Property. Well, I'll come. Let this gentleman finish perfectly. Yes, money, property, house, for example. You may have a car, for example. Right? That's correct. Eh? That's our practical life.
Also things like health or
Sorry?
also things like health or intelligence that may not be like
your health is a wealth, yeah? Oh yeah, I agree. And also intelligence, you said, excellent. Yeah, all of them are correct.
I was going to say it's described in Surah Al-Kahf as decoration.
Decoration?
Zina to hayat dunya.
About decoration, like what?
Decoration for the dunya.
What? Decoration for the dunya. What does it mean? I'm not saying you are saying wrong, but I want to hear concrete examples like health, like our friend said, properties, money. No. like intelligence, for example. And can you give us, very good. I know what you mean, but I want to have concrete example.
I mean, it's like
Yeah.
if you were like decorating a room, you put a bunch of things on the walls that were secondary to the actual substance of the room. It just makes the dunya look better, but it's not real substance or meaning.
Whether real or not, but for example, a decorated room is a wealth, and it is decoration is a wealth. Excellent point. Yeah. What else? For example,
Anything in life. I mean, it all goes away. So it's just decoration.
yeah. So that is our wealth. Yeah, correct. As far as we discussed the purpose of the Quran is concerned, purpose. Why does God mention this? You know, this maluhu. Why does God mention? For example, if someone never heard the Quran, even doesn't believe in the Quran, when you ask them, what do you understand from the word wealth? Would you like to say something?
I was just going to add, and now in the modern world, technology too.
Technology is a wealth. I have this one, you know, I paid this amount of money. It's perfect. And there is something here. Let's see what they say, if I can read it. I think of,
Well,
can you read it? I can't. It's so small here on my screen.
think of wealth as a means to acquire possessions
Possessions.
or anything in exchange for services.
For
To acquire. I wasn't thinking. Think of wealth as a means to acquire possessions or anything in exchange for services.
yeah, that is correct as well. But if you ask a totally secular person that doesn't believe in anything, let's call them atheist. Do you think this person can give the same examples as we gave?
I think some of them, yeah.
Yeah,
Most of
I
them,
mean, a person, but our friend, for example, Muaz or
Musab.
Musab. Musab said interesting, beauty is a possession, intelligence. They will say also intelligence, beauty may not be, but why the Quran talks about it, even the people who don't know about the Quran, have no knowledge about the Quran, will say it. What is the point in God's telling me this? My Creator, specifically mentioning, this is the purpose of the Quran. We talked about it at the beginning, the purpose of the Quran, that we must read the Quran as far as its purposes are concerned. So the Quran's purpose give us the news that we don't know. Yeah? You don't know, I'm going to teach you. But I know that money is property, isn't it? My handsome brother there, I love your beard. But I'm jealous of your beard. And I'm not, my beard is not as beautiful as yours looks, mashallah. Okay, they will say money, they will say also health. Maybe they will say number one, health. Yeah, and they may say our intelligence. So what is the Quran? What does the Quran aim at by mentioning this? So it must be something that I am not able to find out by myself and realize. So I understand that is an extension to what is said, but as far as the purpose of the Quran is concerned, we have to see the wealth that I am given is the ability to get to know. But this brother mentioned intelligence. But how are we going to use it? This universe in its existence has the manifestations of the qualities of its creator, which we call them at the beginning of today's, the first part of the discussion today, the qualities of perfection of its creator, which is called Esma'ul Husna. So we know that God created the human being. Adam is the representative of human beings and taught him the names of everything. What does it mean? The names of everything, the table, in English or in French. The names manifested in the creation of everything, so that you have the tool to discover this. So when you look at it, you say only the one who must be infinitely powerful who created this bird. No one else can create this bird. What are we doing here? The most valuable wealth that we are given, the tool we can discover the manifested qualities of the Creator. So get to know our Creator. Who is my owner? That is the most precious wealth that we got this news from the Quran. The others are well known. Everybody knows it. Atheist people also know it, maybe more than this. Do you understand that? While we are reading the Quran, we have to watch out and wake up. And what am I reading? The word, the speech of God. Why? To teach me what I don't know. I know that. This is my property. That I don't need God to teach me. I'm using it. Even my body is given, but who gave it? For what purpose he gave it? And how am I going to acknowledge that it is given to me? How? So the qualities, which is called spirit, human spirit, spiritual, or this human qualities. Not that the spiritual things that imaginary. No. Your abilities to question and discover how come this universe has this. Our friend said beauty. Our friend said intelligence. Our friend again wealth, body, health. But all of them, especially perfect creation, purposeful creation. So we should understand that Quran is saying, وَمَا يُغْنِ عَنْهُ مَالُهُ إِذَا تَرَدَّى. Yes, you have all these qualities, and if you don't use it, what happens? Oh, I imagine it. The Quran uses this word, the melekutu samawat wal ard, and this is called in Islamic literature khaza'inu samawat wal ard. Khaza'in means, come on, khazin, treasuries. Yeah, treasury. What is the treasury of earth and the universe, samawat and ard universe? What is the treasure of universe? What is in it? This is the box, the universe. What is in it? The qualities of the creator manifested in it. It means the creator's beautiful names, the Quran says, the qualities manifested there. You are given the keys to open. Yeah? To open and find out, for example, look at the creation of anything, whatever you want. That is depending on your speciality. When you look at it, what do you see there? No, perfect design, purposeful creation, beneficial, useful, balance, decoration. How come they exist? You get amazed. How come do they exist? So the one who created it in the connection of the whole universe. This seems to be very simple. Yeah. When you look at, for example, study one piece of this window, you will see that this window is adjusted according to the size and position of the room. And you will see that this room is adjusted according to the design of this floor. And the floor is arranged according to the whole building. No, the one who made this window must be the one who made the whole building. It means designed, project. Accordingly, everything is perfectly measured. And how about the universe? How about the especially living being? It is so amazing. We take it for granted. So if I don't really use my key ability, human ability, of course, the best form of it, as our brother said, intelligence, question. So that why, how? So Quran is inviting us, what have you done with the property I gave you? Which is called in the Quran, emane. No, the trust. I gave you this. Yeah. You, human being, have this. Then how have you utilized it? The question is, but I have to ask myself what I have done with my property. Now, let's go further. This is how we should read the Quran. We cannot really just read a letter there, a mal property. For example, we say, give zakat out of the property that I gave you. We said money. Yeah, that's not wrong. But have you given the zakat of your human spirit, consciousness, intelligence, your tools that you can use, all the means that you love this, you have this feeling, you have that feeling, you have that feeling. Have you given the zakat of it? It means sadaqah or infaq. Infaq means really just spending for the needs of people. Have you used your intelligence to help people?
I feel like you have to cultivate that wealth in yourself first before you can share it with someone else.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely. If I don't realize, I have my purse, I don't know there is money in it. How can I use it? Example, simple example. So first of all, I have to know my value, human value. Then I can say I have to share with others. So if you don't use it, if you don't utilize your spiritual qualities, your keys, if you don't open the chest of treasury and find out the perfect qualities of your creator and connect yourself to him, then all your human qualities will be nothing. Yeah, his health will not help him. I have this quality. You didn't utilize it. You didn't utilize it. You died, finish. So the second one, if we have wealth, don't still enjoy its benefit in this life as well? Yes, but the Quran says, does the Quran teach us not to own wealth in this world? No, this is given to me. The Quran's purpose. The time is almost up, so Not really up, actually. I'm going a bit fast. These qualities are given to me. Yeah, and then I am very pleased with the one who created me with these qualities. So uh, uh, we enjoy it in this world, but it doesn't mean that I will just use it for this world only. So the Quran says, try to utilize it, use it, and connect yourself to the Creator right now. So number three, if we give to charity, do we enjoy wealth, less or even more? Now, let's talk in physical term now. If you give charity to the needy person, we know that. Do you feel that I lost some of my money? Or do you enjoy it? Sorry, enjoy it. So you say, oh, I'm thankful that I could give to the poor. I'm thankful that I could give. That is what, when we use it, and especially for the purpose to satisfy the needs of somebody, then it gives you pleasure. So rather than loss, so when we utilize, for example, do you have the intelligence or capacity to learn something? When you learn it, do you feel more enjoyable? When you learn it, you love learning, don't you? So when we utilize our wealth in the way that it is created for its own purpose, the purpose of its creation, you enjoy it better. Now, if you give charity to we enjoy wealth, less or even more, yes, we said yes, when we use our human qualities for the purpose of their existence, we enjoy it. For example, when we understand that the universe is created by such a creator who has absolute power, absolute knowledge, absolute wisdom, absolute purpose, absolute free will, and create this world perfectly, and said, I belong to him. How do you feel? You give yourself to him. How do you feel? And there's my owner is the owner of the universe. How do you feel?
Calm.
Calm down, relax. So the opposite side, if you say, I have no owner, I am the product of nature. How do you feel? Miserable, purposeless. I'll try to enjoy myself today. As I enjoy myself today, it disappears immediately. Now, so why does the Quran discourage saving for personal needs in this world? Does the Quran discourage saving for personal needs in this world? No, it doesn't mean that you have to save it. For what? For your own benefit. But matter is that much valuable until you die. It is good for you until you die. But how about your spiritual qualities, human qualities? When you use them, your spirit, the quality of your spirit develops, and then it remains. Your body dies, not your spirit dies. Your spirit doesn't die, body dies. So your spirit's quality will remain with your spirit. So God promises that however you developed your qualities, I will give you accordingly a life. I will give you accordingly life. It means a body that you can utilize with this through this body. In the hereafter, everybody will be given. For example, let's say, if you developed your practical example, eye, to see even better, better, better. For example, but it is not a good example. For example, a sense of love. I love this beautiful creation. I love my family, etc. But sense of love goes to, I love my creator, who is the absolute one. This spirit needs a body which will experience this capacity accordingly in the hereafter. Get ready. I'm running a bit. Did you understand that? No. Now, if now, no, if I'm hurrying because I mean, time is up. I don't want to be late. But if for example, if you learn best programming after graduating the school, are you given a job accordingly? Practice it and enjoy it? Now, I say graduation is death, graduating from the world. So if I learn that my qualities, whatever the qualities I used, and understood that my creator has created everything at the same time perfectly, and my sense of beauty appreciated it, so that I can appreciate it in my spiritual life, in my perception of the creation. My creator is the one who is absolutely perfect or beautiful creation, the quality. When we die, this body will be taken care of, and we will get another, after graduation, another creation. In this creation, you will be given an existence which you will experience always living with the absolutely beautiful manifestation of his creation. Now, temporary, it becomes perfect. So that is why this body, we learn here, through this body, but in the hereafter, there will be a body, must be a body which my spirit will be operating through it by using it. So, for example, this eye sees this much. Example, this ear hears that much. But if I acknowledge the qualities of Creator as much as I can, my body will be accordingly, so that I will practice it.
Kind of like two things. One is like we're having a taste of the hereafter now.
Yes, in our, but not physically experiencing it.
And then the second one is the more we develop our spiritual sense and our connection to God, that's
God, the acknowledgement of God. It's called Marifatullah. Yeah.
take that again to the hereafter, is that spiritual.
So the body will be given with this capacity. That is what we have to prepare ourselves for. So develop our senses in order to acknowledge the capacity of the Creator, because we are given the key. We have to use it, inshallah.
This is the last question. So
Yeah.
the greater our appreciation for the creator's, let's say, beauty.
Acknowledgement.
The greater that we acknowledge it, the more that we appreciate it in this creation. In the next creation, we're given the amount of beauty to meet
No, ability
the ability
to experience.
At the level that we develop.
We developed here.
Okay.
Now, your degree will be given at the level of you learned in this world. Exactly. Yeah, if you learned 60% of teaching, you will get the degree which will say 60% learned.
Mm.
And you can be practicing only 60% of this field.
Mm.
That is exactly, I hurried it, but it's a very interesting topic.
So the amount of beauty I experience in the next life depends on my level of acknowledgement or appreciation in this life. And so the greater the acknowledgement, the greater the amount of beauty I get to enjoy in the next life.
Extreme example, very quick. The one who never uses it, never contacts and acknowledges the Creator will have nothing.
There's no beauty.
So no, they will have the body which doesn't see, which doesn't hear, which doesn't get any satisfaction. Just only need, what? No satisfaction. Got it? That is what hell is described. Burning. Yeah, you are hungry, no food. You are thirsty, no water. Why? You didn't acknowledge the creator of the water, and you said, those people, not you. Nature is the. God will say, okay, go and ask your shreka. It means your God, nature. Nature will create you water. Come on, go ahead. That is what hell is all about. So it's not unbearable. Whatever you want to see beauty, no beauty. Yeah, you want to say security, no security. Nothing. So extreme example. Quran speaks in the extreme examples anyway. Perfect paradise, perfect hell. So we have to be in between. I'm sorry, too late. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. Next week we will be where Ramadan Iftar program is. Wherever it is, I don't know. So the office will tell me. Here or in the fifth floor? Yeah, but we will meet at the same time. What time is Maghrib?
It's 5:40 today.
5:40. And
0 today. So I don't know what it'll be next week.
That's like 5:46.
Until iftar time.
The hours are changing. Yeah. So
After?
week, March 9th. So next Tuesday, it's going to be at 5:40-ish or something before class, Maghrib. But the week after, it's going to be 6:40 or 6.
So next week, shall we meet at 5? No? 5 o'clock, so that 5:40 we will have our discussion. And 5 what did you say?
Wait, I can't do it. It's fine.
No.
Fine.
Iftar time.
Oh, if not time, I'm gonna find it right now.
Next week. Or we can approximate it.
So next week, it's going to be, let me just go to Ramadan.
5:51.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think if we meet at 5 and until 5:50, we will have a short discussion or something. I may change the subject according to the general public there, audience. So I will change it, and that is what we can do, inshallah. 5 o'clock next week until iftar time, and afterwards the time will change, and it will be against that, just for next week. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much. Sorry for the last quick. Okay. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.